We started our day today lingering over tea with Professor Liu, who is an accomplished artist, no doubt about it.
Liu Jianhua is probably the most preeminent of all of the artists that we've met on the trip so far, at least internationally. He's very well known for representing China in the 2003 Venice Biennale, and since then he has exhibited all across the world, throughout Europe and the United States, to great acclaim. Liu Jianhua's primary medium is porcelain, and then went on to apply that craft to making large-scale installations, culminating in the work that he did in the Venice Biennale in 2003. But once again, we saw in Liu Jianhua an artist who was dispatching his craft to producing essentially memories, seized upon memories via everyday objects. Liu Jianhua manufactures out of porcelain urinals, toys, little buildings, airplanes, dolls, you name it, and assembles them into large-scale installations. And in fact, one very notable installation that he did in New York, he actually shattered all of the porcelain. But again, it was the idea of the everyday object. And when we sat down with Liu Jianhua and talked to him about his process, it was very interesting to hear him describe how he essentially views everyday objects as the primary basis of his life. Liu Jianhua also predicted that the international art market in general was due for a correction, and we'll see where that goes. And it makes me think that the artists that we've responded to the most on our trip, being the ones that reflect a solid grounding in the more traditional techniques of the visual culture, they may be the ones that have the longevity that see through whatever crash may actually end up being on the horizon. So it was a very informative, illuminating, and very exciting experience to meet with him in his studio this morning. So after our studio visit with Liu Jianhua, we went to the Yuyuan Bazaar in the old town of Shanghai.
Yuyuan Bazaar, one of the top sites to see in Shanghai. Thousands of people visit it today, and I think I bumped into about 500 of them.
So you wind your way through these narrow streets of this bazaar, through the hordes of people, and you stumble across these isolated little pockets of actually quite tranquil, classical moments of Chinese beauty. You see ponds with swimming koi, small bridges.
The architecture, amazing. The buildings so close, seems like they overlap, and you just weave through these tight little alleys, and it really does take you back 500 years to the Ming Dynasty. Today we saw the Shanghai World Financial Center, but as a backdrop to this UN garden, and it was a wonderful contrast of the old and the new really coming together, which has been basically the golden thread of this trip that's tied it all together for us.
Really just kind of embodies the Shanghai experience right now.